Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we learned just how absurd this game can actually get. Alright, I'm just gonna shut up and accept the facts. Alright, let's get going. Hidden in the closet.
Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
Yeah?
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
You could say that, but I also suspected that something had happened in here. And isn't there one surfboard that's missing entirely? Or something?
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Oh yes, very.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
That's how big a surfboard case is? I know that you need enough room for, I'll say fins. I don't know what those are actually called. But you don't need that much room to store the entire thing. Wouldn't it make more sense to have less room so it doesn't get jostled around and possibly damage the sides? I don't know anything that has to go into designing surfboards or anything like that, so what the fuck?
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Exactly.
Anyway, the killer hid silent, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan.
Also, why isn't there any blood in the case? I can't figure that out, but oh well.
Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
About a body hiding in a fucking...
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
So, even he doesn't know the full rules?
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Okay. Yeah, so Sonia could still be in here because of the wetsuit and everything. It doesn't include the killer. So Hiyoko and Kazuichi. Those are the two definitive people who have seen them. And I'm thinking maybe Sonia and Peko. But which of those two were the killer? I don't know.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
Okay. And I'm really glad that they finally touch on that and explain it a little bit more in detail. But, so, if it's for this specific case, the killer wasn't included for the 3 or more. But it doesn't mean that it can't be in future. Has that ever been the case in the past game? When was... Let's see. Sayaka, no. Chihiro was found by myself, Byakuya, and... Who came in last? I don't remember. And then... Or did an alert happen when I found the body? Because then it would have been Mondo, Byakuya obviously seeing it, and then Byakuya and myself. I swear to God, there was a third person there as well. Then the third murder was the one with Celeste. Hifumi was away, so no. But 3 people found that one. Then it was Celeste, Sakura, myself, and Hina. So 4 people, right? For that one. For Hifumi's actual dead body. Then Sakura, no one but her killed her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess trying to recall it. I don't know.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
But it helps.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
Yes and no. Maybe not the killer, but another accomplice.
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Does there really need to be an argument? Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. Oh god, there's more additions to this shit. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. Oh. Is that the thing where I copy things and then use that as evidence? If you hold down the left mouse button and the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and point it in that position, you will be able to memorize it. Okay, so do I have to hold it away from something and then change the way that the gun is shaped and then aim at it and then it absorbs it, or do I have to hold on the thing and then that absorbs it? I don't know. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize different weak spots and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? And by the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. For this case or forever. Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Okay. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gotcha. Only refuting. Okay. Shower room. Only 1 bullet. So that means I'm definitely going to need to copy something.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Yes.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
That's what I have to refute.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit? They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay. If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction. Can I use the... Can I use the agreeing points as the bullets, though? I wonder if that's a thing.
Use the shower, right?
Okay, so I have to get rid of something first, and then...
So washing it off would have been impossible. No, that's wrong.
I knew there was something in front of it, so I was waiting.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Mm-hmm.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Water. Something other than the shower that was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was the drinks inside the refrigerator.
I see.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Okay, Pecco's the killer.
In theory, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to use the waste bin. Footprints on the beach, metal bat, trash can. Okay, let me just go to the trash can.
It's true there were drinks
Oh, shit.
in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking about one bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Jesus. The tone in Pecco's voice is so threatening it might cut me. Damn, that has she has a lot of defense for some of them, and her words move fast. We're nearing the moment when our fates will be decided.
It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
Okay, I gotta click. Success!
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There may not have been any bottles in the refrigerator, but there were in the waste bin.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
I feel like I remember him saying that too. Yeah.
You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
Mm-hmm. So why did Sonia not mention anything when she went to get her wetsuit, though? Was she just preoccupied with the mask or some shit?
See? Just as I thought. Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Hey, Pecco. Sorry.
You're the only one!
And I wanted to talk to you in our days off.
Pecco. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
Because you were wet when you came to the diner.
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Yep. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is her. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
Why are you defending her so much? If we have a lead, shouldn't you be just like observing?
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
What?
Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
That you hadn't seen anybody? It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
Why would he... I don't know.
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Hiko? You're not the suspect. Pecco is.
What direction was he walking? And would he have seen the body? And if so, is it possible that... Okay, say that Mahiru was a killer, and she took a picture of the body and gave it to 3 people. Well, so Mahiru's dead, so we'll use that as an excuse. Somebody took a picture with her camera and had the photos developed. Before anybody found the body in the place that she was killed in, someone gave... that killer would give 3 photos. Is that really discovering the body? I wonder. Like, 3 people get their own photos. Would that be... I don't know.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Yeah.
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Pecco is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Killer escape route. I might know what it is. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. Ding ding.
I see.
A small window in the shower room.
The roadside and beachside doors aren't an option. The only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Also, can I just mention, speaking of windows, what the fuck happened to the window in the game? And what happened to the fish tank? How did no one hear that shit? And when did the murder take place in the game? Or in the game's game? When did that all happen? We're just gonna completely ignore that? We just had to figure out the murder weapon?
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone? She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
The, kendo sword was used to pull him up afterward.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed. Let us coexist with this island's bountiful nature in mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see!
You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Fair is fair, Hiyoko.
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So, the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case... Focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Do I have to... Okay. What word am I spelling? What word is that? What the fuck? What word is that? What? I don't know what letter I'm supposed to... Bamboo sword, that's it. Oh, I could have used the A, damn it. Those are W's. I gotta wait for another. What the fuck? How did that happen? There's an M. Oh shit, what just happened? Why did I... Oh, if it crosses the other side, do I take... Oh wait, no, they must have glided that way. Wait, the letter made it all the way... Oh, that's so dumb. Ah, fuck. Shit, I gotta capture that. Fuck! God damn it. This game sucks, and you have to wait for the right letters to appear and everything. Okay, give me an S, please. I need it. I need an S. Thank you. Sword. I need another D, please. God, this minigame sucks dick.
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
I was thinking kendo sword, but when I saw 6 letters, I was like, Panic! Panic!
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Okay, so what it's all leading to is either A, Fuyuhiko enacted his revenge for his sister dying, which we'll find out probably after we find out that he killed Mahiru, was actually fake, and his sister is still alive, and then he's gonna be like, wait, what? And then, or B, he recruited Peko, and Peko was the one that killed Mahiru. I don't know. One of the two. Unless, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Sword as a step stool?
Unless Sonia is somehow related.
You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell you? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Okay, I didn't think that. I did not know of that at all.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
So then, what about it? Say Peko was only the person that was there, and there didn't need to be another person to help her up at all, since she could just do it herself. Where's the third person?
Well, Peko,
that's spotted the body.
To say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action. Whatever the fuck this one was. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. From this point on, you will be able to use Fever Time and by pressing the space key during PTA. Yeah, Fever Time. When Fever Time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max, but that's not all. You won't miss Fever Time either. By pressing the left mouse button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault. But only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best plausible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can use get the upper hand. There's something called negative time. I'll just continue to use it as that your opponent can use. If your opponent activates negative time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Yeah, that sucks. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword?
I kind of don't remember if I have to left click or right click first is the issue.
It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
I don't know. Fuyuhiko, why? Why are you... I mean, has no one ever, like, tried to... like, just... I don't know, pick something up from... I don't know. I don't know why it's that hard to fathom. Okay. Panic talk action. Hold on, I need... Hold on. Okay. Lock on and attack. Final strike. Left mouse button. Reload and final strike tab key. Wait, is right mouse not even a thing on this? Maybe that's why I kept missing shit. Final strike. Fever time is space key. Okay.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard!
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Ah, shit. I wanted to just type it out, but I just completely messed up just because I wasn't even paying attention where the order was. I was like, bamboo sword bag.
Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up!
Bamboo sword bag.
This is the end.
I just kind of went like WASD last time. I was like,
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag.
Mm-hmm.
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Well, that's not exactly what I thought, but just being able to retrieve it makes fucking sense.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman.
So then, who saw the body and did they escape as well?
Even so,
Before
how disappointing.
Peko got that?
If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. No, you just back off.
Is it true?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely. It's because I don't think she's the killer, she's just an accomplice, which I don't fully understand why, but well.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Mm-hmm. Ding, ding, ding.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right?
Is her name Sato at all? I don't know.
Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Has Sonia been right this entire time? Is she literally a serial killer? But the photographer didn't kill, though. The photographer was just a bystander that was getting bullied, and someone enacted revenge on the... Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Oh god, not you too. Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of.
So for the second time in a row for these games, during the second trial, we have learned that a former classmate has been a former mass murderer. Whether it's for just craziness or being Kira from Death Note, killing only those who do bad deeds or whatever the fuck.
Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
Actually, unless this is like a ruse that was set up beforehand, maybe Sonia will be able to be like, wait, that's not the catchphrase or whatever the fuck. This isn't. Pecco's not the real killer. Some stupid shit like that.
I'm telling you to stop it.
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mess,
Never mind.
I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
I like how the camera is away from her right now.
Justice complete.
Okay. Alright.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice.
Yay!
Now then,
I had to do something for that.
Justice.
What? What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
I don't know what that face is supposed to be, but oh well.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice.
Again. Second time in a row. This reveal is not as special.
Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your breast. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Pecco is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
I doubt Pecco will be the killer because Mahiru wasn't the killer before. I don't know. Unless... I don't know. Well, also it was mentioned that Pecco never played the game at all. Well, that could also be a lie, but oh well.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
Okay, so the game's at least self-aware.
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter matter what. I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
Okay.
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Gotcha. Okay, so that... I thought you were just going to kill the killer and not the killer's accomplice. Okie dokie.
The reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course.
Okay.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
And the fact that she killed your friend? Possibly? Heck. Alright.
Is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important.
You are exactly like the fucker that thinks he's in a magical world 100% of the time. You are no different in my eyes, and I find you just as repulsive now.
I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
At least Gundam wanted to make friends. This is just stupid. Oh, I thought it was just gonna be on a constant loop or something.
Can't stand this anymore. Let's just end this farce already.
End it. He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
So then, who was the third person that saw the body? I'm thinking it was... Oh boy, yeah. This... Okay, on the morning of the incident, Mahiru met... Akane is covered in blood. The killer went inside the surfboard case. It's a bag?! You're fucking kidding me? It's a bag? I thought it was a hardcover case that clasps. What the fuck? Ugh. Okay, I gotta find out which things are yet to be filled. Okay, so you... Wait, hold on. Oh, that's not it. I gotta drop this. Hiyoko arrives at the beach house? The first one to arrive at the beach... Okay, yeah. Yep. 10 seconds. Yep. Okay, how big is this? Okay, I don't think Akane being covered in blood is prevalent to this. I think it's just not even existent in this. Okay. Pretty anime, what did the killer leave next to the body? Okay. Yep. I'm glad I was looking around for all this shit. Where should I hide? Yeah, in the surfboard case. Yep. Mahiru arrives at the beach house. Next one to arrive at the beach house was Mahiru. The killer takes the bamboo sword out of the sword bag, and what do they plan to do? That's over here when they plan to escape. Oh, that's already in use. Okay. What is this? The killer dropped a lemon-flavored gummy. Killer holds the metal bat and plastic bottle. Wait, when did they wash off? Oh, before then. Okay, so they did wash off beforehand. Now then, time to wash off the blood. I think... Will this work here? Okay. Wasn't 100% sure. The gummy was placed after she left. Yeah, okay. Hiyoko left behind a big piece of evidence. Hiyoko should be in quotation marks. What? Oh, wait, no, that's the footprints, yeah. This isn't what matches. Let's think about it one more time. Okay, yeah. In the closet after Hiyoko ran away. Maybe? Okay. Yep, alright. Hiyoko wakes up. Yeah, okay. Let's pull up the bamboo sword just in case. Also... Okay, that's done that. To retrieve the bamboo sword, I must, tie the bamboo sword to the sword. Yeah, okay. I was like, the description, I want to read it at least. What is this? It seems Hiyoko made a promise with someone. Mikan arrives at the beach house. Okay, so... Hiyoko left a... those are the footprints that'll eventually come. All the way at the beginning? On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met... Okay. In order to lure Mahiru and Hiyoko... Yeah, this should fit, because they made a promise to meet somewhere eventually, and then the letters were switched. The killer forged 2 letters. Are there any more spots that are open beyond the footprints? Footprints in the sand. Okay.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Here we go.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko.
Okay, this part I wasn't actually even sure of, like, when this part would have taken place, and what time they would have set up the appropriate meeting place and time.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions.
And that specific item...
That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet.
One thing that I have to wonder is, did Sato ever really exist? Girl E? That Girl D helped cover up for the fact that Girl D was being bullied? Kuzuryu's sister, the other Kuzuryu, apparently does exist, but I don't know about that photo, if it's real or not.
So they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened.
But there still should be blood on the floor, right, from them walking? So then we should have seen, like, footprints or something, unless they tried to wash off the floor.
In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand.
I'm still pissed that I'm finding out that the case is a
After
fucking
some time had passed, the sleeping drug
bag.
used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mayu, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case.
I wish they had used bag instead of case, because that really pisses me off.
And placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko.
I've mentioned that before.
Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route.
So, did I mishear something? Didn't Monokuma say that the killer didn't account for the 3 people who had seen the body?
The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened.
Have we ever seen Chiaki smile before? That's interesting. Oh yeah, and she did say that she had brought ice cream, was it?
But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see.
I'm still unsure of other stuff, but I want to leave this episode here, because I don't know. I also want to go back and listen out for one thing. So I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to go back and listen to that one fucking engagement between Nagito and Monokuma, and then I'll record again. That really pisses me off that I have to go back and listen to it, because I swear the murderer doesn't account for one of the viewers. I thought Monokuma said the killer isn't, or wasn't, or something. I don't know. I'll be back, I guess. Oh, we're already at the 30th slot. Cool. Alright. Thanks for coming out. Have a nice day.